We have built things over the years, starting in '76 through 1992 was our last full year building furniture for sale. Building furniture gave us a good skill set for repairing furniture. Almost everybody I ran into said, you know, I've got a piece from my grandfather, or I've got a piece of furniture that, my Aunt Betty left me. Or listen, someone just messed up our dining table by spilling fingernail polish remover. How old a table is it? 20 years? Yeah, we can make it like new again. So almost everybody we ran into had something they needed our services before. And transitioning from building furniture to restoring furniture, we've had the experience of almost 40 years that we know how to handle them right. It gave us the background to know just about every wood we ran into. Places like the Indianapolis Museum of Art and the Morris Butler House and a number of other traditional institutions come to us when they need restoration, knowing we will do it correctly and they won't get something back that has been devalued by using the wrong wood. An example of 4 typical pieces that we work on, we looked at today. Starting with the oldest was the solid cherry chest of drawers, the vernacular piece, probably built by a country craftsman around 1840. The arts and crafts rocker made of quarter sawn white oak. So that's probably about 1905, 1910, 1915, somewhere right there in that tail end of the arts and crafts / mission oak period. The hardwood primitive, or I should say rustic table, in the 19-teens, 1920s. The piece that we're doing from 1928 is a Brunswick bulky colander billiard table. And that's been real fun to bring together. Lived kind of a rough life, but it's going back to the glory days by the time we're done with it. I think maybe half a dozen times over almost 40 years we've worked in this field, people have seen something and they've actually cried or been brought to tears because they look at that and now their memory flashes back, and that person that they associate with that really comes alive to them. And many times if they don't cry, they just look very wistfully and say, oh man, I just wish my mother could see this now. I wish my grandmother could see this. So, it's those activities of everyday living that are associated with that piece that come back to life. And it just means a lot emotionally. We take that seriously, and when we work on a piece, we do it with the highest focus of craftsmanship and correctness, because we know how much it means to people. You get something that now will stand the rigors of usage, whether it's a table, a bed, a chair, chest of drawers coming in and out. Yeah, it's really important because people spend good money and trust us, and they want to know when they take something back, it has a guarantee that it's going to last as long as it should, not just come apart in a few years. I'll tell you what, here's what makes this fun to come out here every day. That one day I was out here in between Christmas and Sunday, I looked at it and thought, I mostly have hung around this place and played with tools for almost 40 years. I feel like I haven't hardly worked a day in my life. Just like did a hobby and got paid for it. So what's not to like about that?